Hello friends, in this video I will show you how to build an alarm clock in MATLAB. I'll use the app designer command line tools for this. If you want to see how you can do it in a guide GUI, please do watch my other video. So let's start. So first we'll create an MATLAB function. I don't need any output argument for this particular function, and my function name can be alarm clock. I don't need this. So I need to save this using alarm clock button. Okay. So now we'll start. First we'll take a figure handle. Say figure, short and easy to type, and we create I figure. I think spelling is wrong. Yes, and then we can give a name to it. A name could be say alarm clock. Yes, looks good. So first let's quickly run this and see. Yes, alarm clock figure got created. So now we will create a, probably we will need labels here. So I will like to show a current time in this clock window and the time which we have set. So the current time could be a UI label. So I will have a label A equals to UI label, and this will have parent as figure handle. Yes, and this, and the properties of this UI label, what are the things which you can set? Those things we can quickly look by doing a get on this UI label. It creates this, we can close this of course. And what are the, so we have different properties which we can set. So one of the properties which I'm interested is text, which we'll set because we want to have a current date time over there. And yeah, let's see. So one by one let's create this. So to set the label A, the tab key may not work here. It may not be able to automatically complete, so you will have to either type or copy it from bottom. And I want to set a string over here which is a date time of no, yes. So now returns the current date time into this. I'll also like to set the position. So by default, as I have explained in my other videos also, this is 100, 131, 15, which is like the position from the left hand margin, bottom margin, then the width of the box and the height. So the distance from left hand margin I will keep it 100, but from bottom I will like to pull it somewhat upwards, so I will put it 400. I just want to bring it upwards. And the length, probably I need more. Probably let me try with 300, and then height again I would like to have somewhere around 50. The label size also I would like to have font size I would like to have more than 12 definitely, so it looks more bigger and clear. So I would like to go with 20. Let's see, and probably background color because I don't want it to blend into the background. I want it to have a different color. So color, either you can set in the RGB format or you can set directly the color. The options of color you can get in the documentation page of MATLAB, and then you can get it. So I do a save, and let's quickly run and see how it appears. So something, there is an error. So numeric input date time. No, you can also create date times. Okay, so this is the which I think is because I should give it to single quotes, and yes, this time it work. But if you see my text box somewhere has gone, the label has gone somewhere upwards. So I think this height is too much. I should reduce this height to somewhere around this 300. Let's see. Yeah, it came in over here. I think I will close the other window which was open previously, so as to not to cause any confusion. And now I think I would like to bring this text into a center and increase the size a little bit further. So font size, I think I would like to keep it 30, and probably then I don't need such a big box. 40 should be fine. And apart from that, the only other things I want to set is, and somewhere vertical alignment is there, which that I would like to keep it to center, and there should be something horizontal alignment. Yes, so both I want as a center. Yes, now I'll quickly run. Yes, it looks good. You can of course play a little bit more if you want, but it looks good to me. Probably what I would like to have is a little bit more width so that it looks a bit of more extra space, and 350 should be fine. Yes, or probably 400 here. Yes, no, I done again. Yes, this is how I want it. So this is my current time. So looks okay. And so what I will do now further is I create another label, and to show that it's a current time, so I'll just copy paste because most of the stuff will anyway remain same. Control V. I don't think I will need the background also. Font size I will need. So let me first change the name to probably D. Yes, everything is changed. So I have a second label. Parent is same. The text will be simple this time. It will just current time. So it shows my current time, and position will be 100 is fine, but from bottom I think it should be 300 plus 45, the width of that. So I'll keep it 350, and the length doesn't matter, the height is okay. And this I definitely don't want such a big one, so 12 is default, so I'll probably go with 15. Yes, and now see, current time is a little bit more upward, so I can probably decrease this from 350 to something lower, so it is more closer to this box, and I can reduce it to 20, and let's see what it happens. So you may, yeah, it looks fine. So you can play with this and see where you want to place it. Now we want probably one more level for the uh, alarm time. So I will set the label as C, text as alarm time. The distance from left border is always same. I will keep it like that. Height from below probably 220. Let me see where it will place. The width and height is okay, and font size I think I would like to maintain that same concept what we did above. So alarm time. So now here I have to draw one more box as we have drawn above, but this is a label which we can't edit. Now I need a text box. A text area is what it is called in MATLAB in App Designer. So we will have a text A. I think you just type UI text A and then press tab, and we get this text area here, free H. And Now what are the properties of your text area? So if you remember all those things, you can quickly go through directly, but I prefer to always check in the bottom that what are the properties which I can set. So again, I have to set value because there is no text here if you see. So in text area we set the value, which is like an initial value, and of course you can modify this text a. Sorry, I have to type value, and what will be my value? So value over here will be my, I have to set the alarm time, but of course initially we won't be knowing the alarm time. We'll let the user to set it. So I think for the time being I'll set the current time over there. So this sets my current time over here, and most of the other properties probably I'll copy from top only, because I will like to keep the background white, alignment center, position almost similar, so I will bring it down. Of course I will modify it, and so first I control C. Okay, so I'll keep this just for a reference for the time being. I will delete that later. So position I will like to keep 100 from left is okay. From bottom, since it's a 220 over here, so this I will keep 200. We will of course verify again, and this should be fine. I think the width and the height of the text box should be fine. Font size I will like to keep 30 as was before. Background color, as far as I know, it automatically takes white, so I don't need this line. If needed, we'll bring it back. And sorry, I have to change this to text A. And there is no property called vertical alignment in a text box, because it's a kind of flow edit box where you can type n number of lines. So there is no vertical alignment. There is only a horizontal alignment property. If you sit down, so there is a horizontal alignment, but there is no vertical alignment. So definitely we don't need this box, and we can go for the horizontal alignment to be center. It looks good. So now let's play and see. Perfect. So now, of course, both the times are same, but we can, if you see the difference here, you can modify it something like 58, because it's a hours, minutes, and second concept, and in the top it's a fixed time, which is the current time at which you have started this alarm clock. Of course, we'll see how we can change this time during the run time. We'll do the callback functions later. Now to set the clock, we need a button. So probably I name it as set button or button set. I don't know. Set. Probably I prefer to keep the name like button set, because it, by the first name itself I can make out what is the object. What is this object? So I create a UI button, and then create a parent as figure handle, because everything is happening in the same figure. And know what are the properties of this UI button. Again, let me see. So you can also find this. You can also find these properties in the document of MATLAB, but I prefer to just see over here that what are my options here. So again, I think I will have to first set text. So just look for a text property or a value property. Either it will be a value if it's some kind of text box, or label, and all those buttons have a text equal to, and what is the text you want? Set alarm, short and clear. I think this is fine. And so let's increase the font size a little bit. So we'll have a font size of, say, button set dot font size equal to 20. I don't want it to be too big, and let's position it. And one point to be noted, you can set the properties in any order, it doesn't matter. So you are free to do the setting in any order. Okay, so tab key will not work because these objects are not yet initialized when you are writing the script, so you have to do it manually. So again, I'll try to keep most of stuff as default. So 100 is the distance from left, 150 probably from the bottom. We'll see if this is fine or not. And the width, I think 200 should be fine, and I probably, because we are keeping the 20 as a font size, so 30 should be good. And color and all those things you can set, but for this video I'm not doing that. It looks good, but I think I will like to bring it a little bit down, a little bit center. So for that I will have to push it to center 150 and a little bit down, so 100. And let's quickly see what's the difference. It looks good. Looks good. You can bring a little bit further towards right, but I think that's fine. Or we can also do one thing. And alignment is both center by default, so that looks also in the center, so that's fine. I think I would like to increase it a little further to 40, this to 25, and this to a little bit further to say 175. So this will move it to further right. Yes, looks good. So I can click, and of course you have to write the callback function for this. So for callback function, we can again write button set dot. They must have, if we come back here, they would have provided some callback button push function. So whenever the button is pushed, this particular function has to be done. So we will define a this function pointer that we can do. So you have to of course pass the object which calls this particular function and the event. Yes, and now we have to name the function, so probably set alarm. And what are the values, what are the parameters we'll need? So we'll need the so let's pass on all the objects over here, because we'll need label A to set our current time to start the clock. We'll need label B we won't need, label C also we won't need, and we'll need this text A because we'll have to set the this alarm. And what else? And probably the figure handle, because if we have to create something, so we'll pass this figure handle also. Because just please note, you're creating a new function, so these objects won't be by default available in that the other function, so you have to pass it explicitly. And I think this is done. So we now write the set alarm function. You can write in the same file or a separate file, but it should be in the MATLAB path. Wherever you write this file, this function, it should be in the path. So I prefer to write in the same over here, same file, and I can just copy this quickly here. And I just give it. So just to test it, I will like to create another label here, because just if I have to print something or some kind of message, and probably I'll copy paste first top part here. I think I can reuse whatever I copied just by changing. Of course I will have to change it. You can keep label C also here, because it doesn't matter, it's a different function altogether. So label C will be a new variable in this function, but I prefer to give it a separate name just for the clarity of the programmer. So I keep the same figure handle, and the label text I will probably like to put alarm time off or something like that. Yeah, and position I want to display something in the bottom, so 100 from left is fine, but this button is the lowermost thing, so it's 100 from the bottom, so I will have to make sure that it's below that, so it should be somewhere around 20. And width is fine, but the height 45 is also I think fine. We'll just check it out. And font size of 15 should be okay, or if not, then let's do it 20. And let me give some font color. So just for font color, and I give the font color here, Control V, and the font color, let me give red. So whenever we'll press this button, this should come up. This is just for testing. We'll of course, yes, it came off, but it's right on the left hand side. I think we like to bring it to a little bit towards the center using this. We can use this positions key, but that will do later. As far as we understand that whenever we press this button, this callback function is happening. You can also debug the code, of course, but this was a quick test because anyway we will need this label later on. So now let's start the. So we have to do two things. So once the user has set this value and click on the set alarm button, we'll have to fetch this value and check whether our current time is matching this or not. So for that we'll use the command called clock, and we'll first take the our alarm time. So let's make the variable alarm time, which will be equal to whatever my text A is going to return, the value of this. So text A dot so value, I think we can just okay, I think we can just type it value, and it's in the cell format, so we have to take the first value, and yeah, that should be fine. It will anyway return in the string format. And the second thing we have to do is take the we can check for whether the current time is above this alarm time or not. If that, then we can print something like, then we can use this label. So we'll quickly check whether if elapsed time, and yeah, elapsed time is, and we can check with alarm time clock. So clock is another inbuilt function of MATLAB, which provides the current time in a specific format, which will match our this most probably the string format in which we are getting it. And if we see if it's negative or not, if this is negative, then probably we can print these things whatever we have typed here. I'll bring it like this, and we can do it end, and then we can probably print alarm time, probably not off but already past. I want to keep it short and clear. And if that is not the case, then we should make sure that our current time is also set correctly. So this label A we have to update. So that updation we can do by using a while loop, in which we can compare whether this elapsed time is still less than alarm time, or probably let's first do one thing. Let's first set this label A. So we can in fact copy paste the same string. It will update our label with the current time, with the whatever the time is it is right now. But this has to be done continuously, not once. So we have to encapsulate it into a kind of while statement, and of course we can check it again whether the elapsed time is equal to 0 or not, whether this clock time has reached the alarm time or not. This elapsed time does what is first one minus second one, so this has to be greater than this. So if this reaches this, which is equal to 0, then it should ring my alarm. So as long as my alarm time is greater than clock, it should keep doing this. So probably greater than, it should be 0 in fact, but I will like to give some tolerance limit. I'm not sure how, to what precision level the MATLAB will calculate this value. So I give some precision level over here. And yes, and if say for example if this time matches, then it will exit this while loop and come over here, and this is the place where we have to sound our alarm. So for alarm you will need a sound mp3 or the audio file. So I have already got audio file beep.mp3, which you can see on my screen. You can have something from internet, or if you have some of your favorite music, you can place there. And then what you can do is you can just read this file using audio read command. Okay, so mp3. You can have any of your favorite music here which you want to play whenever you set that sound. And then I think it's a sound command. Yes, sound. Yes, sound, and then you give this input, and bingo. So everything looks good. And yes, now we can play and see what. So when we play this, perfect. So say for example I set it for my next time as 11:49 and set alarm. So there is some issue. So let's see what is the error. The data numX function only accepts a double array. So this is the problem with E time line number 40. Okay, so that's not the problem. The problem is our line number 45, which is here. So over here alarm time does not. Okay, so this is because this returns the value in this particular format, whatever is typed here. But for the comparison in the elapsed time, you can see the documentation, it needs into a vector format. So that we can do is we can use this date vector command and then pass on this as an argument. So this will convert this particular string of date time, whatever we are typing it here, into a particular date vector, and then that date vector can be used in the elapsed time as one of the arguments. So I hope it works now. Before playing, I would like to close all my other windows which are open since long, and I think I close this as well. Now I play this. This comes up, and if I play, say for example, instead of 32, I put 52 and set alarm. So 40, 41, 42, 43. I'm expecting this beep.mpt, a loud music you should be able to hear after some time. See, I hope you are able to hear this. So this is the sound which, the moment this hits this, it starts beeping up. I stop the clock current time intentionally. You can either put this while loop into an infinite loop and keep playing this, it doesn't matter. You can just do while 1 and then do this. It will just keep updating this, but I wanted to stop it after this so that the person gets to know that at this time it will stop. And yeah, of course, let's see what our this if condition does. So if, say for example, if I do this again, okay, I was not expecting it to play the audio file again, but I was expecting it to just print this, and that's because probably it has already passed this while loop once, so it was able to, this condition is already satisfies this while loop. So we can do some kind of smart programming over here. Probably we can restrict that this part, the audio playing part, into another loop or some kind of condition where it just plays once. But otherwise, more or less, it works. It seems to be working fine. Or otherwise, what we can do is we can just close this and start a new session. This time it should not play. Or we can do one more thing, one smart thing here. We can just do a return. So it returns here and doesn't goes up forward. So I'll stop this and return. Alarm time passed, and it didn't play that sound. So it's because this return key exits from this particular function and goes back to the main function. Yeah. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for watching my videos, and if you have any questions, please do put in comment section, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for much more videos on MATLAB and Simulink. Thank you again, and please do watch my other video if you want to know how to do it in a graphical user interface using guide. Thank you once again, and bye.